hosts, Bob Katie,
and John Piccirillo.
Well, that was abrupt again.
I know. It's going to change, right? Because I'm not used to it. I'm getting into things usually. I was just getting warmed
this is
up.
quick. We're moving.
I know.
This is our quick shots number 2.
Fast, not slow.
Quick shots number 2 for March 31st, Tuesday, March 31st.
Don't ask me.
Don't ask you. Yeah, you never keep track of that stuff.
Nah.
Today,
tomorrow, yesterday.
He doesn't know, folks.
They come and go.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
He has to ask me what day it is half the time.
That's what I was going to do for instead of welcome aboard. I was going to go like that's like a. It's like it's
like
a
that?
quick shot. I got to get it back.
That sounds like whooping ass.
Well, yeah, that's what the
Smacking
signal
ass.
is too. If you're watching, see, that's right.
Oh my Lord!
That's right.
Oh,
That's
what are
my
we
quick
gonna
shot
do with
right
him?
there. Bring it out of nowhere. It'll like it.
I don't know what to
It'll
say
like
about
it
it.
a lot.
He just want, he's
What?
the one
What?
that comes up with.
What?
Oh, I want a camera right above you that points at me.
Yeah, it'd be so much easier. I could just talk to it, and we'd be having a conversation, and we'd be recording and accomplishing all of these things at one time.
And then be given to Bob, and he has to edit everything.
Not when it's this good.
When I come up with ideas for this type of stuff, alls I end up with,
There's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
for me,
No, I brought in a great idea
Pardon
today,
my French, but you're an asshole.
and it was a lot of stress on me.
yeah, but that's not the idea. It's the production. The production part of it takes time.
Yeah. That is
You know what I mean?
That is something.
You know, you come up. That's why we have the Book of John on the podcast, because you fly out with ideas right out of your friggin' head all the time. You know, that's the whole thing. That's why I invented the book. You may be the keeper and the idea person of the Book of John, since it's your ideas, but I'm the one who invented the Book of John way back when. Because that's what I used to call it when you used to have these crazy ideas just whoosh, out of your head.
That's it. Well, those things happen. I mean, I'm not supposed to make all the things happen.
No, I am, obviously.
No, but actually everything on the Book of John really is a bucket list, wish list, and something I
Some of
plan.
them are just odd, like peculiar thoughts.
But if given enough time, I usually figure out how to get it done. You know, I just need the time. Something that I'm very short.
You've
on
been
these
thinking
days.
of ones for decades. Some have been for decades.
I've been thinking for decades.
Oh, you got me on that
I
one.
got you there.
guess.
Yeah, I do.
I guess you got me on that one. You have been thinking for decades.
Yes, I love it when I'm right.
Ho ho, very funny.
That's right.
Ha ha, it is to laugh.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right. That's what I just did to you.
I found the perfect clip for you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is it coming? Soon?
I'll open it up right here. You have this aversion to marriage.
A what?
You have this aversion to marriage.
Aversion.
Dislike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Are you going to do something? Is that what you're going to do something there?
Oh, yeah.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Yes. Yes.
A new one for the quick shots?
I thought it was going to have something to do with marriage, though.
No. I didn't want to. I was trying to get the interruption you were going to do, get you to a beer faster.
Oh.
But I was talking about your marriage and your dislike, your aversion, your.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that on the way here.
Really?
Yeah, I was.
Well, this lines up.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I really have.
How you never want to be married again.
Yeah. And I'm believing in it more and more. I mean,
know
it's
you
not
are.
getting less and less. It's getting stronger.
Now, I don't think necessarily you disbelieve in other people disapprove of other people getting married.
No,
Just
no.
yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I know a lot of happily married people. My aversion, is that the word to use?
I was using the big word aversion.
My aversion is not caused from a poor upbringing. My family
No, I don't. Yeah.
and my parents are very well. All of them are still married. Both my sisters and my parents are both still married, and I would consider them relatively happily married. So
your aversion
it's
to marriage
successful
is
for them.
Your aversion to marriage is purely experienced.
Yeah, yeah. But you know what? I learned a lot of lessons post-marriage, too, that taught me a lot about different women. And I learned things.
They want marriage.
They do, no matter what. I mean,
you keep telling them, I don't want to get married.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
No, they don't.
They don't.
They don't hear that at all. No. If you know what, I've always been a big fan of monogamous relationships. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, I don't like sleeping around. I want to be safe.
Most people are in a relationship want to be.
Yeah, I would love the idea of that free and open relationship, but that doesn't work. There just is never going. It's never one or the other is not going to like it at some point, and it's not going to work. So that's not worth trying to broker a deal over.
It's that Pandora's box. Once you open it, you cannot get it closed.
Yeah, so I don't even play that game. I'm a monogamous guy, but they all want to get married, no matter how it starts in the beginning. It ends with, but I want to get married. Yeah, guess what? I don't. I don't have to be married to somebody to be faithful. I don't. I've proved it to myself time and time again. If I want to sleep with somebody else, it's time to get the hell out of the relationship, and we'll just end it. It's done.
Well, I don't think you've...
And I've never left a relationship for that reason.
True.
Like exclusively, I got something going on, just starting to simmer on the side. No, I'd never done that.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a little time off after them, for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Need a little time out here. I'm just currently on a extended timeout.
Well, here you go. You ready?
It's going to take me a while to beat my 21-year-old record, though, because in my 20s, I went for quite a stretch being real happy all by myself.
Yeah, but
it was a long time.
Okay, yeah,
it's a lot of years.
I guess. Sorry, when you said where you are, I was thinking of your abstinence, not your singleness.
Abstinence from what exactly are you talking about? You don't think this guy makes this guy happy?
Bitch, you old sailor, you.
That's right.
I think you.
That was my old. That was my old. That was my new thing. It's my new philosophy, and so far I've gotten some pretty good kicks out of this one at work. Like there's a big thing right now. Are we going to go over time? Because I got a long story here.
Well, we're getting off of the marriage thing. I still wanted to play the thing for you.
Excuse me.
I mean, what are you thinking about, Jerry? Marriage? Family? Well, they're prisons. Man-made prisons. You're doing time. You get up in the morning, she's there. You go to sleep at night, she's there. It's like you got to ask permission to use the bathroom. Is it all right if I use the bathroom? Yeah, and you can forget about watching TV while you're eating. I can? Oh, yeah. You know why? Because it's dinner time. And you know what you do at dinner? What? You talk about your day. How was your day today? Did you have a good day today or a bad day today? Well, what kind of day was it? Well, I don't know. How about you? How was your day? Boy, it's sad, Jerry. It's a sad state of affairs. I'm glad we had this talk. Oh, you have no idea.
I thought you would appreciate that.
Most excellent
go with your
lesson
philosophy
by Lord Kramer.
Lord Kramer. Yes, folks, he is the Kramer of this podcast. He is the Kramer in John is the Kramer in Bob's life.
It's a good
Bob
place
is
to be.
Jerry,
I'm happy to be a Kramer.
If I'm Jerry, this is Kramer. If we had our friend Steve here, he would be George.
You know, there was a little bit in that skit that reminded me something like that we did. when it really struck a funny bone there when he goes, I am? Something something that sounded so similar. Is it, I am? You know,
Oh, you darn crazy galoot!
hey, I haven't even had to read anything yet, so we must.
I guess we got to get there, don't we? Holy crap!
Yeah.
Well, if you want to contact us and send all your hateful emails about marriage to John,
No, those go to Jeff and Jay.
Jeff and Jay. You can find us at Bob and John's podcast at gmail.com or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram, or
on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. Hey, how you doing?
That's right. We
At
always gotta
Bob and
remember
John's
the camera.
Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
That's right. Look for tables coming near you.
Yeah.
That was just a previous conversation. You might not have followed us, but it's okay. You're going to love it. The super table.
They're not reading your mind, are they?
Nah,
What was
they're
your
not.
What was your
They're
story?
not.
Hey, you know what? Go, we had something planned for this, but go. It's a quick shot.
Yeah?
Just go.
With the bit I brought?
No, your story. You said you had a story.
Oh, I can skip it if we are halfway
no, just
through.
Go. Hey, let's wing it.
Yeah?
Let's wing it.
Oh, no. I was just going to say that there's these big movements these days for, different types of sexuality. Like there's homosexuals and there's bisexuals.
I thought you brought this up before, but go ahead.
Did I say it on the air?
You might have, but go ahead. I don't know. We have so much conversation off the air. I don't know.
Trans. I don't know if they.
Gender.
Yeah, it's kind of been.
Yeah, I get where you're headed.
Yeah.
At least with the.
So, well, basically, I think it's perfectly acceptable to be solo-sexual.
They had. You recall?
See? You were agreeing anyway.
No,
you were like, this reminded me of something.
Do you recall? We watched that TV show with the comedy with the paramedics. The gauze, and they kept saying gauze.
It's ringing a bell, but it might have been
Gauze.
late night. Depends what time it was.
The one paramedic, one of the female paramedics. It's a show called Sirens on USA Network. Dennis Leary writes it and stuff.
Somebody used my
Hilarious.
line?
No.
Oh.
But it's the same thing, though.
Oh.
But she called it as being an asexual person. I think that's the proper term.
Is it?
Is asexual.
I thought there was only like an A and a B.
No. It's asexual, meaning you don't have sex with other people.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Do you think that's proper? I'm going to look that up.
I
don't want to leave the website. I'm out.
I
otherwise
think
I'll
that's
wait.
what you were going to describe.
What am I getting? Yeah.
Yeah. You were calling it solo-sexual.
Solo.
Asexual, meaning
but
being the person.
I think solo sounds funnier.
Yes, for this.
It's sort of like our. I forgot about that. I forgot how much I like to do that. I like to make the sounds into the video. So yeah.
And this is pretty long for you to be
Right.
solo-sexual.
Right, and that's kind of what I was thinking. Is man, am I tempted by woman? But unfortunately,
You don't want to deal with any of the baggage.
It's really the one thing that I want most from a woman. Is that, but then that's it. And no woman wants that, so I'm gotta be better off myself.
You know how they have friends with benefits?
I know that. Yeah.
You want relationship without marriage.
Yeah. How about that philosophy?
You're not even against the relationship.
Right.
You just don't want
I think
the
that's
marriage
great.
and
Yeah,
kids.
right.
Marriage meaning marriage and kids.
I have a child, and that was enough. I'm good. Not
You're
that it
good.
was a bad experience, but
because of the part A didn't work, part B being the kids.
I also know that
you don't want to go through the A not working and having B. The complications.
I can't remember if I heard this somewhere or if I made it up recently. I feel like I heard it somewhere, but it was I said it to somebody. And it was like, in my situation right now, I'm getting a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
I want to keep getting stuff done. You know what I mean? I want to keep on doing stuff.
I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving every minute of it.
And I got thinking about it. I watched a show, and it was the woman. She brought back a memory of mine, and it was like, I just couldn't wait to get home to see that person. You know what I mean? And be with
Oh,
that
yeah,
person,
yep,
you know what I
yep.
mean? And I know what that feeling is. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? And you know, and that's what got me on my whole roll about like, how do you really feel about the relationship thing? I just told you, I did never. That doesn't change. It's there. You know what I mean? It's always the same. There was one time in my life I wanted to get married, and that was it. There's one shot at it. That's the way I feel. And now I know people that have.
There
had
were 2 times when
multiples.
you wanted to get married. You only got married the one time.
Yes, that's right. Well, that's why, you know, things usually happen the right way.
And if you're listening out there, you know who you are.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, you do.
And if you don't, you know who you are now. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving every minute of it.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Is that what you are? You're out there and loving every minute of
That's
it.
right. That brought on a whirlwind of emotions.
What did? What exactly?
That whole last couple minutes.
Oh. Well, I'm a huge Seinfeld guy. I like Seinfeld a lot.
Yeah.
And you know the funny thing is,
Seinfeld's wicked funny. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you're a Seinfeld freak because
I'm
it's the
a
only
freak.
way.
I wouldn't call myself a freak. I like to watch it. And
Have
enjoy
you
it.
ever missed an episode? And look, and
I
I'm
missed the
counting if you went back and are up to date. That's what I'm asking. Have you seen every episode?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm
I
way
couldn't
further
tell ya.
away than you. The only reason why I'm as close to the number is because you watch it.
I didn't start watching it
and it's
until
not-
like the 3rd or 4th season.
It's a
so.
great show. Always enjoyed it. Every time I watch it, it's a great show.
Yeah.
I just never really took the time out. You know, I don't
Every
watch that
time
much
I'm
TV.
watching it, you
That's
always get kind of stop and do it.
That's right.
And then you end up getting
exactly.
sucked in.
And that's how
Yeah.
I get my Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I didn't follow it religiously while it was on TV. You know,
I mean, I didn't follow it religiously or
I've
anything.
never watched that much TV.
Until the DVR,
I'm not a sit around guy. You know.
Yeah, until the DVR, I never, until we got a DVR, I was never like a plan your whole life around, recording TV shows type of stuff, type of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was sports oriented type, something like that to record.
Nah, you've been into entertainment as long as I remember.
But I never like recorded something like.
No,
I never had like something like.
Well, that's
the
because
DVR makes it good because you can set them and you forget about them.
But
so you actually go and you look at the DVR and you go, oh, that was on. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't for the DVR, I don't think I would be as cued in on TV as I am now. You know what I mean?
I think it was you were so neglected from television as a child.
I wasn't. Oh, you mean for the cable thing?
Yeah.
No, but I wasn't neglected for TV at all. I don't think I was.
No.
No. I mean, cable didn't come in until really everybody had it in the 80s more.
Well, I guess I say that because I think the one thing we talk about, like I used to watch a lot of MTV at one time.
Tom lived 2 doors down, man.
And I
that
think
was
that
my
was the one.
that was my MTV.
That was
going
your
down
MTV
to the
fix?
Gray's house.
It was the
Yep.
MTV fix.
That's right.
See, I can still remember those big stupid boxes with all the buttons on it.
I remember,
And it was with you had a wire.
I
the
remember
wire
my
was
brother
connected.
Art had going to his house the first.
Oh,
time.
and it had the knob too to
Yeah,
click up to the next set of 100 channels.
Yeah,
No, I think it was
so
like
I do
maybe
have a little
25.
recollection of that.
Yeah.
No, I had friends who had cable.
Yeah.
All my friends had cable. I didn't have it. Other than the MTV part, and for that matter,
But you're Mr. Media
when my
now.
other brother Raj had, they had cable in their first apartment. So, yeah, you know what? The other thing I just thought of is if I had to, especially nowadays, sit down at a specific time to watch something, I wouldn't watch hardly anything I watch.
Right. That's the way you get everything.
I love it because I just like that. Just let it record, and when I'm good and ready, or when my time
Yeah.
that I want to watch, I want to watch.
You're a smart watcher.
And
That is the
commercials.
way-
I can't watch it. We will sit down.
What you do is what I would do if
When we
It's
sit
my
down to
house.
watch something, say it's 10 o'clock.
And I didn't talk you into it. That's just you doing it.
At 10 o'clock, say we want to watch something, and we happen to be sitting there at 10 o'clock. We're like, oh, tonight's this, and we want to watch it. And it's just starting. We'll watch something else on the
Oh,
DVR.
it was like
because I
last
can't do the
night's.
commercials.
Last night I had totally a plan.
Oh, yeah.
I totally had a plan.
I
Then
diverted you from
tonight,
your
and I was
plan.
like, "What happened? I didn't do my plan." And man, Vikings was on.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
That's one.
That's one.
That
I'm
is
gonna sit down
actually
and watch.
one of the ones that you had told us. Could you not watch it till I'm present?
It's the only one that
No, that's not true.
Well, no.
Black Sails and
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Right.
Yeah. But this is the first time
Didn't
we
we
watched Game of Thrones.
Didn't we do
together.
Spartacus together?
Yeah, but that was all. I had them all taped. But that-
They were old,
that-
right?
They
There
were
was
old.
Old,
yeah.
old
You were
news to
catching
you.
up.
I was catching up. Right.
Yeah, it was just nice for us to watch it after not seeing it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got stripped of it when. Because
Yeah, you
I
saw the
want
first
some
season of it.
option for television. So where you had Netflix, that was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it started there, but only went one season there. So
Yeah.
so then it went away. I was like, oh man, I really want to see that, but I can't. So when I had media heaven
yeah.
here,
Spartacus was
time to catch up.
more than any show we've seen.
I like that
Spartacus-
action stuff. Like just
Spartacus had the most nudity.
that's good too. I like watching.
Ass man.
Yeah, ass man, Jerry. I'm Cosmo Kramer, the ass man.
Do love the ass.
Ass man.
Yeah, ass man, Jerry. I'm Cosmo Kramer, the ass man.
I believe a couple episodes ago you said you did like it in the can.
You said that. I didn't say it.
No, you said it.
I said I liked the honeyberry Mr. Moo.
No, let's get this right. You said
I like Moo Thunder.
you said you like Moo Thunder in the can. You said I do like it in the can, and that's when Jay said you like it in the can.
You guys trying to twist the words.
Oh no,
Oh yeah.
we're trying.
I
we're
think
trying to
it's
twist.
the best recycling item there is.
We're
must
taking
be
what
plastic.
It's funny because you paused, therefore leaving open context of what you were saying, and we added the context.
Ass man.
Yeah, ass man, Jerry. I'm Cosmo Kramer, the ass man.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't want anybody messing with my ass. Hey,
we didn't have to go there.
well, you're pushing me there, Jerry. You're pushing me.
Well, that sounds like a hot item, Bob.
That's right.
Oh,
You don't want to go me an explanation on that one?
please, let's not.
You can spin your little fun wheel all you want about play on words, but let's just be straight when we walk away from this conversation.
Let's not.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
That's right. So this is what you get.
To alcohol, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
That's right.
Little Homer Simpson. There.
Little Homer. That guy, he knows a thing or two.
Again, this was a runaway train. We had a bunch of stuff we were going to do.
We're not going to do it, are we?
Well,
All that work for nothing.
but it was a natural thing. You know what I mean?
Aye.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Are you telling me we're near the 30-minute mark?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. There goes that
Yep.
idea. Again, a back burner.
Well, it happens, right?
Yeah.
But it's good that you had that on the back burner for something. You know what I mean? Listen, people, these quick shots, we're going to plan the segment, and we had a planned segment, but sometimes it goes off the rails, and if we naturally start going with something, we're going to go with it.
Well, we got a couple of things in the
In the hopper?
hopper. Yeah.
Pull that one out. Hopper.
Yep. And
How would you like to suck my balls?
I think they're cool. We just got to get it right. And this show's in full motion, so it's not like we have time to hold off.
Yeah, we've kind of hit the
now
ground
with the-
running here, and you know what?
Now
we
it's an
kinda
hour and a half a week, basically.
Yeah, we kind of got to the point where before, if you've been following, listening to the podcast, the Variety Hour podcast, you will realize that we started off with no intros, with no,
They
a little less structure.
Character of their own.
But
That's why
we
both-
caught up. We finally caught up with ourselves.
Now, wait till you see what's coming.
We finally caught up with ourselves and started. Every segment has an opening, an intro, and all that stuff.
Well, we got a lot.
So,
We got a lot to do for all.
So we
both
don't
shows
Yeah, we don't want to put something out there anymore without an intro
and videos.
And no, we got a video. Yes.
It's getting pretty regular video.
Yeah.
Oh, and hey,
Basically,
this might
Bob's
be
got a
one
lot
of the
of shit to
last
do.
times you see without the improved studio.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe. So take a look around.
This might be this
Because if you're interested in the stuff that's in the background,
yeah, this
it might be the last time you see all that junk.
This will be the last quick shot you see of the basement. We're moving.
We're moving along.
Yes, we will have a set,
Got a new step
a new set,
again.
and the set will be growing even beyond what the next part you see. You will see the steps of the set growing.
Yeah. You young listeners, the fresh listeners, are going to know what this show started out like.
Yeah.
And what it's going to end up.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I haven't gone back and listened to our first podcast just in October of 2014.
I've done that.
I'm sure it's a shell of what we're doing
Yes.
now.
Guaranteed.
We're
trying to bang some of these things out. We're probably going to do one of the bits, something like you're used to.
Yeah.
So,
The segments will always be. It's a segment.
but it's got to be different. That's what we said, and and we're striving, and we're challenging each other. So that's what's making it hard to.
There's only one
around.
There's only one segment that I can think of that we're going to carry on both, and that is basic news. You know what I mean? Just basic news, what's going on right now.
You and I like to talk about what we heard today.
Yeah, well, that's what it. So
Like you
we
gave
put
me
that
some good
category.
news this morning because I don't have time for that shit.
What was that?
But I heard it on the way in.
Yes.
And I would have been nervous about it if you hadn't
See?
told me. See?
See?
Yeah.
See?
We can mention it. It might be helpful to listeners.
Go ahead.
It was the Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and
There was
cheese.
a recall.
There
And you
was a
heard it
recall.
like what? First thing on the Morning America or something?
Your first Morning America.
Good morning, America.
There you go. Yes.
I'm not a morning TV guy. So
You know what? Sometimes I just think it's just to entertain me.
you see, I don't know what you like so much about that. Well, it's the news. That's why I listen to NPR. I get my information in a nice snapshot.
Listen,
I get it. I get it.
It's information coming my way.
I just don't get out of bed to do it. That's all.
And Good Morning America has the hottest chicks.
Oh, hey, I didn't even know that because I haven't had time to watch
the
this.
weather woman Ginger Z.
Oh, a little shout out to Ginger Z.
You son of a bitch, you old sailor, you.
And the other ones are nice to look at. The other females.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you DVR that so I can check it out later? Now, see, you're not even
DVR
gonna
Good Morning America.
just the good parts.
Just
The weather. Give me the weather when I get.
tomorrow morning when you walk down, if he's on the
Yeah,
couch,
but
say,
you
"Hey,
know what a bitch I am in the morning. I don't even want to talk.
Well, that sounds like a hot item, Bob.
I'm out there, Jerry, and I'm loving every minute of it.
That's the other part. I'm bitchy in the morning.
You don't seem too bitchy in the morning.
Well, that's because I keep my mouth shut. If people mess with me in the morning, I get very angry. Like if nobody talks to me, I'm
Oh,
good. You
mess
guys are
with-
good like that. You don't say much.
You give a grunt and
That's
give a
it.
Back.
That's all right. That's all right. I want you to know that I'm not being an asshole, but I don't want to
Ho Oh,
talk
ho,
either.
very funny. Ha ha, it is to laugh.
That's you in the morning.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a morning guy. I would love to sleep till at least noon every day.
Well, I'd say wouldn't everybody, but I guess not necessarily.
Some people wake up and they're just like, "Boo, oh, yes,
All right.
another day."
Well, this is a quick shot, so we got to get out of here.
That's it. Come
Yep.
on, I'm just getting warmed up.
Say
I
goodbye.
haven't even said hello to the camera enough
Say goodbye.
tonight. Ah, man, I'm sorry.
From Homebrew Studios, this has been Bob and John's Quick Shots, brought to you by Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.